Welcome to week 5 of Herb Appeal Trivia, the show that proves once again that you can be happy to see people and have a banana in your pocket. But more on that later. My name is John Cheswick, and I run Herb Appeal Tours. If you're not familiar with Herb Appeal Tours, we are the #1 tour company in Detroit, according to my dog. Oh, here he is. Say hi. Hello. There you go. All right. I'd also like to give, right now, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Jessica Bondolapati and Gracie Apothecary, our sponsor for the week. If you're not familiar with Gracie Apothecary, they use the healing power of plants through herbal teas and essential oils. So if you're looking for a health cure that hasn't been evaluated by the FDA, look up Gracie Apothecary. Also, if you've watched the show in the past and you're wondering just how many businesses does this Jess character own, the answer is a lot. #LadyBoss, #GirlPower, #Blessed. All right, if you're interested in being a sponsor and getting a ringing endorsement like the one you just heard, hit us up at hello@herbappealtours.com. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to my two very good friends who are helping out behind the scenes, Nick and Sarah. Sarah and Nick are not only nice enough to help me out with this show, but they live below me and they don't seem to mind when I do laundry in the middle of the night.
Actually, that bothers us quite a bit.
Well, I'm not going to change. All right. Let's get started with the trivia. If you haven't already, be sure to go to crowd.live/herbappeal on your second device, and that's where you're actually going to enter in the questions. There's a time component to the question, so the faster you can get that correct answer in, the more points you're going to get. Now, the player at the end of each game with the most points is going to be the winner. But 3 people are going to get prizes per game, and we've got some fantastic prizes. 13th place is going to get $5 to Boro Resale. If you're not familiar with Boro Resale, they are a great resale shop in the Eastern Market area. Obviously, they can't be open to customers right now, but they are doing a lot of online stuff through Instagram. So check them out. If you scroll down or maybe to the side, I don't know, I'm not looking at your screen, you'll see in the description of their Instagram handle. All right, now second place is going to get $5 from Boro and $5 to Ochre Bakery, which is a fantastic bakery on Grand River, and they're doing online orders, and you can pick up your orders on Saturday. Now, this week we've got a new prize sponsor, and that is North Center Brewing, which is a great brewery in Northville. So the first place is going to get both of those 2 gift certificates I just mentioned, and $25, 25 smack Veinte Cinco for you Spanish speakers out there, to the North Center Brewing. So definitely check that out. And that is, by the way, enough for a home-delivered growler, which when I found that out, I was very tempted to rig this game so I won. But luckily for you, I'm a lot more honest than that, or temporarily more honest. All right, do you guys have any questions? Just kidding, I can't hear you. All right, let's get going with the game here. Question 1. How many times has Detroit put in a bid to host the Olympics? Is it A, 9? Is it B, 4? Is it C, 6? Or is it D, 3? Sometimes they put in a bid. Obviously, we've never had Olympics. Otherwise, you probably already know about that. But we haven't. So how many times have we unsuccessfully put in a bid? The correct answer there is 9. That is actually the most number of unsuccessful bids in the history of the Olympics. In 1968, we were actually 1 vote away from getting the Olympics, but Mexico City actually beat us out by that 1 vote because they offered 20 cents more per athlete for food. So I guess money counts there. On to question 2. What Michigan city has the tallest building that isn't in Detroit? Is it A, Troy? Is it B, Lansing? Is it C, Southfield? Or is it D, Grand Rapids? So tallest building that isn't in Detroit. What city is that? You know? Hopefully. If not, you're about to find out that the answer is D, Grand Rapids. It's actually a condominium building. So, like tall condos, Grand Rapids is your place. On to question 3. How many fleur-de-lis are there on the Detroit flag? Is it A, 3? Is it B, 5? Is it C, 4? Or is it D, 6? So if you're picturing the Detroit flag, picture that lower left quadrant. How many fleur-de-lis are there? You're good at visualizing. You'll see that the answer is B, 5. They represent France because Detroit was originally a French settlement. All right, that is 3 questions in the books. So we are going to take a look at our leaderboard here. All right, I've got some familiar faces already. So we've got a tie at 12th, which means at this point they're both in line for that $5 to borrow. We've got Talil Prodden, my former roommate. What up, Talil? How's Dallas treating you? Jen True's also there. In second place, we've got Sarah Young. And in first place, Will McDowell, always towards the top of that leaderboard. Let's see who else we have in the mix. Justin Bookmeyer is there in 8th. Robbie Lynn, you may have seen on our Instagram, he was the one that was had his lawn mowing interrupted by us rolling up with some gift cards. Hopefully that wasn't a big deal for him. 15th, we've got Jess Grossman. What's up, Jess? Sammy Barbour, another familiar face there. So yeah, a lot of familiar faces. Down here we've got, who's bringing up the last? Omar, buddy. Come on. Get your 0 points. How did you even manage that? Oh, yeah, I guess you got it wrong. That's how you managed it. All right. On to question 4. What is the area code for the Upper Peninsula? Is it A, 989? Is it B, 906? Is it C, 231? Or is it D, 418? Looking for the area code for the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Called any Upers lately? Then you probably dialed B, 906 first. Also, if you follow Urban Appeal Tours on social media, not only did you get to see Robbie Lynn, who's a very handsome gentleman, but you also would have had a lay up on that question because I posted a little hint there earlier today. So if you don't follow social media, us on social media, I don't like you. All right, just kidding. Just follow us now. On to question 5. Which of these cities is not in Oakland County? Is it A, Ferndale? Is it B, Auburn Hills? Is it C, Oak Park? Or is it D, Canton? So which one of those cities is not in Oakland County? I can tell you one thing about Oak Park. They have a FedEx center that has been holding my package hostage for like 2 weeks now. So I realize it's a crazy time, but 2 weeks is a long time. But the correct answer is D, Canton. It is not in Oakland County, but it does have an IKEA, which is okay. On to question 6. In what county did a dam fail this week, causing 10,000 Michiganders to evacuate? Is it A, Isabella? Is it B, Midland? Is it C, Livingston? Or is it D, Mason? So looking for the county where the tragedy happened this week. Obviously, all of our thoughts go out to the people that are suffering from that. And the correct answer there is B, Midland. If you have the means, please contribute to the Midland Area Relief Project Fund at the link that's in the description below the video. So check that out. If you can give any money, I'm sure it'll go a long way to help those folks out. So that is another 3 questions we've gone through today. So we're going to take another look at this leaderboard here. So holding on in first place is Will McDowell, 428 points. Second place, Rebecca Marshburn, new name here. I don't think I've seen Rebecca play there. So that is 381 points. Third place is Sarah Young. Mike Hack, there in fourth with 328 points, another new name. Let's see who else we got here. 13th place in line for that $5 to borrow is Michelle Rubenstein. Way to go, Michelle. Hopefully you can either stay exactly where you're at or move up to the top 2 to get those prizes. What else we got here? I still see Talil's in the mix. Andy Lobster Bisky. He's got his claws in the top 8. He's number 8. Robbie Lynn dropped down a bit. He's probably just gushing over all those handsome comments I made. All right, that's enough talk for now. Let's go on to question 7. In what year did Detroit suffer a great fire? Was it A, 1921? Was it B, 1865? Was it C, 1805? Or was it D, 1813? Looking for the year of the Great Fire. All the buildings burned down except for one, actually. And that happened in C, 1805. You may have already been familiar with San Francisco's Great Fire or Chicago's Great Fire, but ours was first, and we totally started it, and they just kind of copied us after that. On to question 8. Which of these parks is not in Detroit's Central Business District, also known as downtown? Is it A, Cass Park? Is it B, Grand Circus Park? Is it C, Campus Martius? Or is it D, Capitol Park? So again, looking for which one is not downtown or the Central Business District, also known as the CBD, but not the oil. But that correct answer there is A, Cass Park. Is right in front of the Masonic Temple. If you've ever seen a show there, gone to the roller derby there, or maybe you are a Mason yourself. Any one of those would probably lead you to know that that answer is Cass Park. All right, on to question 9, flying through these. What classic novel has the quote, "He's no use to us if Detroit is his idea of a small town"? Is it A, The Great Gatsby? Is it B, Tom Sawyer? Is it C, Of Mice and Men? Or is it D, Goodnight Moon? Well, one of those things is not like the other. Actually, two of them, because one of them is a joke and the other one's the correct answer. The correct answer is A, The Great Gatsby, written by F. Scott Fitzgerald. A lot better than The Good Gatsby, I can tell you that. All right, so that is another 3 in the books. So we're going to take a look at this leaderboard here. First place, Will McDowell. No surprise there. What up, Will? Hopefully you got those gift cards out of your mailbox. Second place, Sammy Barbour, another recent winner. Rebecca Marshburn dropped down to 3rd, but she's still in strike distance, only, 15 points behind Sammy. Sarah Young is doing fantastic this week. Andy Biskey, the lobster, just clawing his way to the top. I don't know how many times I'm going to make that joke, but I can tell you it's not enough. Anna Silverstein, another familiar face. Got some new people here. Dennis Yashinsky. What's up, Dennis? Welcome to Urban Field Trivia. Colette Atet in 14th. It was one behind Q.QQ. Interesting name, but he or she, I guess, is in line for that Boro resale. So I think let's get back to the trivia. What do you think? Again, I can't hear you, so don't fall. Bless you. Question 10. What is the name of the Red Wings cephalopod mascot? Is it A, Ollie? Is it B, Al? Is it C, Jerome? Or is it D, Octo McHockeyface? So what is the name of the purple octopus that is on a lot of their promotions? Correct answer there is B, Al. All right, on to question 11. Who is the current Detroit chief of police? Is it A, James Craig? Is it B, Benny Napoleon? Is it C, Inspector Gadget? Or is it D, Scruff McGrath? Tried to not laugh at that last one, but I failed. So it's not the last one, I can tell you that right now. The correct answer is dun 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 dun, James Craig. Hey. All right, on to question 12. What Detroit surface street goes nearly all the way to Port Huron? Is it A, Grand River? Is it B, DeQuinder? Is it C, Woodward? Or is it D, Gratiot? I estimated today it goes about 98% of the way from Detroit to Port Huron. It changes names there. Actually, it runs into Electric Avenue. If you're familiar with Port Huron, that might be a clue. To Electric Avenue. Correct answer there. D, Gratiot. You can get there that way on what I like to call a Burnbeck route, which means a very slow, inefficient route.
The scenic route.
It is a scenic route, usually. All right, on to question 13. What was Wayne State's mascot before it was changed to Warriors? Is it A, Tartars? Is it B, Chiefs? Is it C, Spartans? Or is it D, pheasants? Nick actually has a shirt with the old logo on it. Very jealous of. I tried to buy my dad one on eBay, but I did not look closely. I think it was actually misrepresented because it came and it was an extra small, which I love my father, but he is not an extra small. Nor should he be. That's very small. But
Extra small.
it is extra small. The correct answer is A, Tartars. It was changed because Wayne State wanted to become more alliterative and less original. All right, so from here on out, after each question, we're going to look at the leaderboard so you can see how you're doing, see who you need to catch up to, maybe see if you can hack into someone's internet if you're that type of person. I think they're called hackers. Let's look at that leaderboard. First place, jumping up, Sammy Barbour, 794 points. Only 4 points. That's nothing. Ahead of Will McDowell. Robbie Lynn, that handsome devil, third place, 778. Jen True's in the mix, 762. Anna Silverstein, I see you. The Lobster, Andy Biskey. Clawing his way up to 5th place. Amber C, 8th place. Way to go. 13th, let's see what we got here. Rachel Friedenberg, she's in line for that $5 to borrow. Miriam Pranchke, jumping up to 14th. This is the first time I've seen her in I can only see the top 16. So if you're below that, I appreciate you being here, but I can't read your name. Mike Hack still doing well. Dennis Yashinsky, the new face, he's doing really well for his first time. Way to go, Dennis. Oh, Talil, you keep going down and down, buddy. All right, what do you say we get back to this action here? Question 14, 2 to go. In what Detroit neighborhood is the Gordie Howe Bridge being built? Is it A, Hubbard Richard? Is it B, Corktown? Is it C, Del Rey? Or is it D, Springwells? All these are pretty close to each other if you know the geography of Detroit, but only one of them has an international bridge being built. And that one happens to be C, Del Rey. A little bit of history about Del Rey is it used to be a Hungarian enclave. It's actually where my grandparents, when they, over time Hungarian, when they first moved to Detroit, they moved to that neighborhood and then eventually left it, much like everybody else, because there's like not very many people that live there anymore. All right, let's take a look at that leaderboard. First place, Will and Sammy swip swap. That's not a term. They flip flop. That is a term. That's what they did. 887 points for Will. 880 swip swap. I think that let's write that down. That's gonna be a keeper. Sammy Barbour is only 4 points. These guys love being separated by 4 points. Robbie Lynn, that handsome son of a gun, right there in third. He could make a move here on this last question. Andy Lobster-Bisky's got his claws firmly gripped onto that 5th place. That's where he was. Jen True's doing well. Dennis Yashinsky's doing well. Rebecca Marshburn, Anna Silverstein. Talil, apparently I lit a fire under Talil. He went from 16th to 11th. Sarah Young is in 15th. And then 13th is in line for that gift certificate to borrow. I'm sure she's dying for it, is Miriam Pranchke. All right. Way to go, Miriam. Last question. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Question 15. Announced this week. What date have this year's Detroit downtown fireworks been moved to for this year? Obviously, I didn't proofread that question, but I think I got the point across. Is it A, October 13th? Is it B, July 4th? Is it C, September 3rd? Or is it D, August 31st? In case that question isn't clear enough, it's this year we're looking for. No, it's this year, twice. So, you guys ready? I'm nervous. Who's going to be the leader here? Will, Sammy, going to be somebody new? The answer is D, August 31st. Hopefully you're paying attention to the news. Let's look at this final leaderboard here. First place, Will McDowell holding on, 982. Jen True, way to go, Jen. You get second place. You get $5 to Boro, $5 to Ochre. Will's getting both those and the 25 to North Center. So way to go, Will. 13th place, getting $5 to Boro is Talil Prod. And I knew if I just made fun of you on live, I guess not television, but live, whatever this is, you'd do well. Colette Tetz did great, 10th place. Dennis Yashinsky doing great, did well. Amber C. So again, we're going to figure out after the fact who does the best on both games combined. I'm not going to be able to do that live on air. I'll figure that out tonight and get back to you. So that concludes game 1. So before we move on to game 2, we're going to do a little thing we like to call Ask John. So those of you that have watched in the past can remember, you can go in the chat on YouTube and ask me any questions you want. Keep them PG-13. Pretty sure my mom's watching. Oh, apparently it was Ramissa, Talil's wife, who got 13th. Way to go, Ramissa. Robbie Lynn's trying to take after me. It's not necessarily a smart move on your part, Robbie. Ramissa asked if I have a green screen. If I had a green screen, you wouldn't be able to see this. Oh. Any other questions for me? Maybe, maybe not. I'll ask myself a question. John, are you having a good time? The answer is yes, I am. Sarah has a question. No, it is this year's fireworks that are August 31st. They have not announced for next week. And I guess I was not clear by messing up that writing there. So apparently you guys are feeling like being jerks and not asking me questions. So I don't know what to say. Oh, got bailed out by the sound of a beer opening. That means we're ready for game 2. All right. You guys ready for game 2? Because I surely am. Who said any customer can have a car painted any color that he wants so long as it's black? Was it A, Horace Dodge? Was it B, Edsel Ford? Was it C, Henry Ford? Or is it D, Walter Chrysler? Looking for that famous quote. Who said it? Obviously, it was a car manufacturer, but which one was it? So many in Detroit, it's hard to know. But the correct answer is C, Henry Ford. So there we go. On to question 2. What freeway is commonly known as the Lodge? Is it A, M10? Is it B, I-96? Is it C, M22? Or is it D, I-94? So looking for which one's called the Lodge. There's a good video. We on the Lodge with it. If you've never seen that, pretty good. Check that out. The correct answer is M10A. All right, moving on to question 3 here. Who is the current manager of the Tigers? Is it A, Steve Fieldfire? Is it B, Sparky Anderson? Is it C, Ron Gardenhire? Or is it D, Bud Nursery terminates? Yeah, cannot laugh at that, sorry. The correct answer is C, Ron Gardenhire. So hopefully he does a pretty good job this year. Can't believe it, but that is 3 questions in the book of game 2. Let's take a look at this leaderboard here. I gotta scroll down. Looks like Sammy and Will are back fighting for that number 1 spot. Sammy's in the lead right now with 289. Second place is Will McDowell with 287. Third place, Talil doing well. I think it's either Talil or Ramissa. I'm not sure which one it is. 286. That handsome son of a gun, Robbie Lynn's in the mix. Justin Bookmeyer, he's there, 277. 13th place is BB, 241. So BB hangs on there. Be in line for that $5 Sapporo. Jared Bookmeyer's doing great. 16th place. What else we got here? Virginia Letelier, not sure how you pronounce it, but that's a new face to me anyway, or a new name. My Uncle Mike's in the mix. And of course, the Claws are back. Andy Biskey, 8th place, top 10. Way to go, Andy. Let's go back to the action here. Question 4. On what street is University of Detroit Mercy's dental school? Is it A, Warren? Is it B, Grand River? Is it C, Martin Luther King Jr.? Or is it D, Jefferson? We're looking for what street the dental school is on. Not the main campus, not the law school, the dental school. Well, if you've ever gone and got there cheap, you can go there and get cheap dental care. And that correct answer is C, Martin Luther King Jr. So the law school is on Jefferson. I guess technically Main campus on Livernois, I believe. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's go on to question 5. In what year was Springwells Village absorbed by Detroit? Was it A, 1885? Was it B, 1901? Is it C, 1893? Or is it D, 1921? Springwells Village made up a lot of what is now southwest Detroit, but at one point it was its own municipality, and that was until the year A, 1885. All right, on to question 6 here. Who is the current CEO of GM? Is it A, Diana Prince? Is it B, Mary Barra? Is it C, Barbara Gordon? Or is it D, Mary Cara? Looking for the current CEO of GM. The answer there is B, Mary Barra. If you have any comics fans, you may have recognized Diana Prince and Barbara Gordon as the Wonder Woman and Batgirl. And while they're great heroes, I don't think they have the business acumen to run GM. All right, that is another 3 in the books. Let's take a look at this leaderboard, see if anything's changed. First place, some familiar faces here. Will McDowell. Second place, Sammy Barbour. 471 and 461 points, respectively. Tie. We got a tie here for a second. Robbie Lynn is also tied with Sammy Barbour, both at 461. Sammy, don't get distracted by Robbie's handsomeness. He's not just a pretty face. Fourth place, my boy Kamel. Doesn't live too far from that IKEA in Canton. Fifth place, the Lobster, Andy Biskey. Seventh place, Miriam Pranchke. Sixth place, Amber C. 13th place, in line for that $5 a borrow, is my dear, dear cousin, Rochelle Chezik. She actually has her own online show. She teaches small children. So if you have kids at home and you're sick of them and you want to get away from them for a little bit, put them in front of Rochelle. Her show is a lot more educational than mine. And she's a lot nicer of a person. On to question 7. Let's get back to the action. Let's go to question 7. Prior to 2015, what was the name of the Detroit rock band Junior Junior? Was it A, Ken Griffey Jr. Jr.? Was it B, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Jr.? Was it C, Cal Ripken Jr. Jr.? Or was it D, Freddie Prinze Jr. Jr.? A lot of juniors. Looking at all these JRs is kind of giving me a migraine. And the correct answer, though, let's get this off the screen, is B, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Jr. So a change in 2015. I think there was some sort of pending legal action. Let's get back to our action. Question 8. How long is the Riverwalk? Is it A, 13.1 miles? Is it B, 2.3 miles? Is it C, 14.3 miles? Or is it D, 5.5 miles? I'll give you a little hint if you want to picture it. It goes from the Ambassador Bridge to the Belle Isle Bridge. The answer here is D. You may have heard Sarah whispering the answer. D, 5.5 miles. On to question 9. In what Detroit neighborhood is the Detroit Waldorf School? Is it A, University District? Is it B, Arden Park? Is it C, Boston Edison? Or is it D, Indian Village? It's a great school. It's a beautiful school as well. K through 8, I believe. The answer is D, Indian Village, which is also home to one of 2 clay tennis courts in the state of Michigan. So one of the 2 there. That's another 3 questions, believe it or not. It's also not butter, believe it or not. And the correct answer is, or the correct answer. Let's look at the leaderboard. Shut up, John. First place, Will McDowell, no surprise. Got a brain on that guy. 740. Sammy Barbour, these 2 guys are powerhouses. 705. Andy Biskey, clawing his way to the top of the Lobster. Robbie Lynn was probably too busy. He caught himself in the mirror. He was distracted by how handsome he is. And so he dropped down to 4th place. 10th place, that new Virginia lady, Virginia Letelier? I don't know. Sorry if I got your name wrong. Let's see. Kirby Nebb at 13th. I like that name. Mike Hack at 14th, another newish name. Colette Autet, way to go, Colette, 8th place, top 10. Rachel Friedenberg, 433, another familiar name. Welcome back, Rebecca. All right, Dennis Yashivsky, new face, doing great. Nick's laughing at me, and I'm not sure why. It's making me uncomfortable. We're moving on to question 10. In what year was Shinola, the watch company, founded? Was it A, 2011? Was it B, 2013? Was it C, 2016? Or was it D, 2009? So again, looking for the newer version, Shinola, they make watches. They actually still do make the shoe polish. Watches, bicycles, turntables, other seemingly unrelated things. Correct answer is A, 2011. Time flies. Seems like it was not that long ago, but they've since opened a hotel, all kinds of stuff. Question 11. What is the state bird of Michigan? Is it A, pheasant? Sarah knows it. She's whispering. B, bald eagle. Is it C, robin? Or is it D, turkey? So looking for the state bird of Michigan. All these birds can be found in Michigan, but only one can be the state. Much like Highlander, there can only be one. That one is C, robin. But if you like pheasants, you should check out the Gazebo Effect, which is a band that Nick and I started, and it's definitely not completely made up. But they have a hit called Pheasant Face Off, which you can find on streaming devices such as me or Nick. So if you see us in the street, we'll be happy to sing it for you. And it's a jam. It's a jam. I'll put it this way. It is the #1 song on the charts of our house. So if you're not impressed, screw you. Question 12. What lake does the Detroit River flow into? Is it A, Lake Erie? Is it B, Lake St. Clair? Is it C, Walled Lake? Or is it D, Lake Griffin? A lake that could dunk on you. That's Lake Griffin. But the correct answer is A, Lake Erie. So it goes from Lake St. Clair down to Lake Erie. Question 13, lucky 13. In what year did Joe Louis Arena open? Was it A, 1977? Was it B, 1975? Was it C, 1981? Or was it D, 1979? What year did Joe Louis Arena, of course, named for the Brown Bomber, Detroit's own? We talked about him a few different times over the past few weeks. But the arena was opened in D, 1979. All right, so we're towards the end of game 2 here. So that means we're going to start looking at this leaderboard every single time. The two titans of Detroit trivia, Will McDowell and Sammy Barbour, are right there at the top 2. Third place, clawing his way, is right behind. Only, what is that? 31 points. Sorry, addition and subtraction is not my strong suit. 31 points. Andy Biskey. Fourth place, within striking distance, is Anna Silverstein. Robbie Lynn. So handsome. 5th place. Miriam Pransky doing great. 705. Who's 13th? Talil or Ramissa, whichever one of you it is. Really trying to get those $405. Let's see here. Dennis Yashivsky, Mike Hack. Chris Winningham. Another new face here. Let's get on to question 14. At what intersection was the first zoo in Detroit? Is it A, Woodward and Finkel? Is it B, Grand River and Warren? Is it C, Michigan and Trumbull? Or is it D, Michigan and Livernois? This actually had nothing to do with the Detroit Zoological Society, who runs the current iteration of the Detroit Zoo. And this one, believe it or not, I was shocked when I found this out. The zoo is at Michigan and Trumbull. It's actually a great story. There was a traveling circus whose last stop was in Detroit. And then it went bankrupt. And so a local businessman just bought all the animals and turned it into a zoo at where Tiger Stadium was. And now you've got condos and stuff. That'd be cool if the zoo was still there, because I could walk there all the time. And I would, believe me. All right, let's take a look at this leaderboard, see where we're at. No surprise here. Will and Sammy still in first and second. Will with 1019, Sammy with 957. Lobster's right behind him with 926. Kamel's in 7th place. Amber's in 8th. Virginia's doing great, 644. Mike Hack, 11th place, 627. Oh, we got a tie for that $5 to borrow. Never had that happen before, but we'll see. We'll figure it out after. Chris Winningham and Rebecca Grossman. Rebecca's a former winner. Welcome back, Rebecca. Good chatting with you earlier today. Colette Tet in 16th. Jen True doing good. Miriam Pranchke is always doing well, and she continues to. Dennis Yashinsky, new guy, new kid on the block, doing great. Let's get back to this last question. If you saw a fly go by, that's because I left my door open today because I forgot flies existed. On to question 15. On what road was the first public paved mile in the U.S.? Is it A, Woodward? Is it B, 8 Mile? Is it C, Michigan? Or is it D, Grand Boulevard? So looking for the first public paved mile, obviously here in Detroit, the Motor City, but where was it? Question could determine our winner. And the answer is dusty one. A, Woodward. Let's look at these final standings. Winning, $5 to Borough, $5 to Oker, $25 to North Center is Will McDowell. Oh, we had a shakeup. The Lobster finally sunk his claws into the leaderboard. Second place, Andy Lobster Bisky getting $5 to Borough, $5 to Oker. In 13th, getting $5 to Borough is Mike Hack. Way to go, Mike. We've got Amber C. did great. Miriam Pranchke did great. Robbie Lynn. I feel like you might get a prize just for being so dang handsome. Colette Atet did great. Kirsten Bondalapati, welcome back. Glad you didn't have to work tonight. Hopefully you quit your job like I recommended. To become a professional online trivia player. That's what I recommend you do. So, big thank you for joining us tonight for our 5th Herb Appeal Trivia. Hope you had fun. I know I did. Big shout out to this week's sponsor, Jessica Bondalapati and Gracie Apothecary. Oker for providing gift certificates. Borough for providing gift certificates. North Center for providing gift certificates. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but for the past 2 weeks in the trivia, you can see my new logo for Herb Appeal Tours, and that was done by Nikki Tischler. If you look in the description, thank you, Nikki, you'll find her Instagram, so make sure you follow that. She posts some cool stuff. So, that's our show for the week. Be sure to tell your friends, your family, your enemies, whoever to join us next Thursday, 8 p.m. for more Detroit trivia. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, stay hungry.